Hello, everybody. Right now, what is interesting going on with the order flow on the 15-minute right now is that we are seeing absorption. Not really quite confirmed yet. However, just going down to the 5-minute time frame here, I'd like to see the CVD kind of lead a little bit lower here. That way we can get this sort of double or triple divergence where we see increasingly lower CVD. That means a lot of aggressive shorts coming in while the price is holding up. That means that there is a potential large limit order here, absorbing all of those shorts, waiting for it to be filled for price to kind of shoot up. Again, this is kind of a more bullish scenario. The thing I'm worried about right here is this large downward candle right here and the decrease in open interest, along with it being a massive volume candle, 120 million. That is something very significant. So we'll just have to be wary of that. However, right now it seems like we are kind of hovering above the previous day value area low. And so we might kind of go sideways here for a little bit, and then we'll decide and see what the ES market does and stock market does as we open here. Just looking and reading the volume from the y-axis here, you can see we are hovering around the value area low, just very, very locally. However, in our kind of gram scheme of things here, we are a little bit below the point of control, and we can still kind of come down towards 19K, give or take. 19K2, if we zoom out here, is the previous day low. So there is a possibility that we can come down, take these lows, and then possibly pump up. However, with it being the last day of the month today, it is going to be kind of hectic, especially once the stock market closes today, which is in about 8 hours, give or take, 6 hours. It is going to be quite a volatile move, as it is usually a volatile move once we get a new monthly and a weekly candle. So that is just kind of quickly what's going on right now. Right now I'm starting to see a nice inflow of longs right here. We'll see if this holds up a little bit more. Again, it is a little bit too early to be calling this absorption. I do want to see this CVD kind of go down a little bit lower. I do want to see this adding on of aggressive shorts. Just opening up my net shorts here, you can see they've been accumulating and kind of piling up. We'd like to see that continue, along with price holding above this previous day value area low. However, it seems like we're kind of holding up at the previous day equilibrium, so that is interesting nevertheless. If we do end up losing this previous day value area low, we can still come down towards this weekly. This weekly I was looking at yesterday. We did front run the heck out of it. I was really hoping and waiting for us to come down towards this weekly. We did front run it by a good $30, give or take, or about a 0.17% move. It was a golden pocket, so just drawing a fib from the low to the high right here. You can see it was sort of a golden pocket. We kind of wicked past it a little bit, grabbed a lot of liquidity from down here, and then we zoomed it back up. In reality, I was expecting us to come down and tap this weekly level, as this was a support and resistance flip locally from this range. That would have been really nice to see, along with it being other intraday levels. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but anyways, it was a really nice confluence move. So right now I am looking at this level holding. If we can hold that, I do expect us to at least come up towards the daily open, and then we'll see what happens from there. Overall though, just looking at the daily market structure on Bitcoin, we are still in a downwards trend move. However, I am looking of a possibility of a relief rally up to 21K, give or take. That would still make this a bullet market structure. However, we can still have those sort of rallies in between. As noted right here, we did get a decent move up. Right here, we still have a possibility of another 8% move up. So just be on the lookout for that. With the way things are looking right now, we might pump up, but again, we'll have to wait and see what the cash open does. Be really cool to see a lot of aggressive shorts coming in with price holding, and then we start to rally above that. But however, this 5-minute time frame on the order flow looks really nice. I'd like to see this triple divergence right here, where we see CVD going lower about 3 times, and so just pointing out on the CVD right here within this candle, we had a very low. This candle right here, again with price still holding and not really doing anything, yet CVD is going lower, and right now we can see price is holding right at this previous day equilibrium, and CVD is going even lower, and it seems like some shorts are kind of closing, but we might see some shorts getting added, especially once the cash kind of opens here. But again, we'll have to wait and see. So let's see if this is any significance right here. So locally we did wick into a golden pocket, and right now it seems like we're kind of going sideways, holding this support, give or take. Again, that's looking very, very locally. Let me go back to this chart here. So we'll see if this holds. If this doesn't really hold, I do expect this to be kind of a more volatile move down, as this was a significant amount of volume within this large move down. Therefore, we can see the possibility of this weekly becoming support of what we were looking at yesterday. If we do long this, however, I'm not really looking to hold it for too long. It is being a Friday, and again, that new monthly open does add a lot of pressure into it being indecisive with price. However, just looking at the monthly candle right now, again, the second red monthly candle. September has been known for being a bearish month. So again, just proving my point further. Looking at the weekly, we are in a green. There is a possibility too, where if we do get this new monthly candle for October, is that we can still pump up, potentially break out of this trend line, but we'll have to wait and see until about 21K. Again, not really getting overly bullish here, but still a possibility of that playing out. So right here we are seeing a buildup of open interest in this range. Zoom in out here, it does look like open interest has been building up here. Still a good amount of longs within this market. However, just right now, looking very locally, there are a bunch of shorts that are trying to push price down. So we'll see if they succeed in doing that. But however, this is looking quite nice absorption. Very nice CVD. And again, this is like that triple divergence we'd like to see on the 5-minute. So if this holds, again, we'll have to wait and see what the cash open does, but there is a good possibility I would take a long here. But again, this is very low volume. we'll see what sort of happens here as we're getting some shorts closing right now and not too many longs really opening. So we'll just wait and see. Let me go back to my local chart here. Right now, locally, we are in a downtrend. It would be interesting to see us come up towards this point of control and reject again. However, just looking right here is that we could see we got that sharp rejection out of the point of control, and nevertheless we did come down towards the valley area low. Doesn't really look like the valley area low is really holding right now, but again, we are seeing some absorption. We'll see if that holds or not. But yeah, so right now we did get the cash open. I'll drop down to the 3-minute time frame and just kind of spectate locally of what's going on with the order flow. So we did get some longs kind of FOMOing up on the top here. Not really too many though. Seems like more longs are closing out. Even more shorts are getting added in as open interest increases here. CVD even going even lower. We'll see if this previous day equilibrium holds. So far so good, but this is very nice CVD. I'd like to see that. We'll see if this holds though. As long as are FOMOing into the top of the least volume section of the candle. Even more stacked imbalances of longs coming in here as we're pumping up. Again, not a lot of volume on the top of this candle. The majority of the volume is on the bottom of the candle. Let's see if we pump up here. Again, we already got a sharp rejection out of this VWAP. So if we were to come up again, might be a potential that we kind of bust through it. But it does look like a lot of shorts are opening as longs are closing. So I'm not really seeing too many longs coming in right here. However, price is still holding up. Just looking at the depth of market, we could see a lot of kind of stacked buys in here. Nothing I really pay too close attention to because people can add and remove orders. So again, just don't take that for granted, but it does look like we're gonna potentially lose this as we come down further here. I was shocked of not really seeing any trapped longs. I'll drop down to the 1 minute. Yeah, not too many trapped longs anyways, but we are gonna lose this, I have a feeling, as we're getting a lot of aggressive shorts coming in here. So again, I am looking for lower, and lower is potentially this weekly here. Wow, this is really interesting. We get a sudden move up with thin prints of essentially no sellers as we're pushing up here. So if this candle holds, there is a possibility that we could take a micro long here, as there's a bunch of shorts trapped on the bottom right here, and as the bulls kind of trap these shorts as kind of nailing them in a coffin and kind of pushing price up above them so they're underneath water here. This is looking nice so far. We're seeing a nice amount of volume on the top of the candle, and you can see here the split in between the valley areas here. So yeah, this is looking bullish. should have taken on long. But this is looking good. Very nice imbalances. I'll drop down the 3 minute. Very nice imbalances on top right here. Very nice to see this triple divergence absorption holding up. It does its nature pretty well. Let's see here, anyone in the chat? No. Again, this will be an easy invalidation. Just put your stop loss below here. Wow, there is a lot of delta with this candle though. We'll see if this holds. Looks like some shorts coming in. Actually, some closing, to be honest. Few longs closing. That's why we're seeing this imbalance here. We'll see if this continues to hold again. We might get another retest again. However, this is really nice absorption going on right here. This is like ideal. You want to see. Interesting, it's at that previous day equilibrium though. Usually you want to see it at a daily or weekly level. But in this case, it's more of an intraday level. So yeah, not too many shorts coming in here. We'll see if this holds again. Just amazing how many shorts came out on the bottom here, and yet price pushed up. That's very interesting to see. Again, we might get another retest of this support right here, and then we'll see if this absorption confirms again. Again, just looking at the CVD here, we can see it pumping and then dumping. Be interesting to see it go lower yet again. Although that doesn't really happen quite too often, where you see quadruple divergence. That doesn't really happen too often. So price has to hold this. I'm still kind of weary of taking a trade here, especially with it being the developing point of control or the daily point of control. All right, so as this is holding, where would you enter when you see absorption? Once it's confirmed. So this might not be the best example because we're getting a lot of shorts coming in. Holy moly. Look at all these stacked imbalances. But typically, you'll want to enter once the triple divergence on the 5 minute is confirmed. So you can see this is one divergence. Here's another, and then yet another. So this is like the triple divergence right here. So I would have probably entered within this candle. However, just looking at other factors, especially like the footprint bar, I like to see like more delta entered on this candle. Typically, I want to see like a candle like this. However, what's making me kind of worry is this candle, where we're seeing a lot of selling coming in here. A lot of negative delta. Not too much volume though, but yeah. This is a more high risk trade due to the fact that there's a lot of shorts coming in here. But still, price is holding up. Again, triple divergence. We'll see if they start to go away. Kind of seems like it. Again, we're kind of coiling up for potentially a big move again. But if we lose this, I'm ultimately looking for this weekly. Again, it will be interesting if we see it come down again and hold. Typically, you don't really see a quadruple divergence. Usually when that happens, that's kind of a leading sign of we're going to lose this. Because absorption doesn't really work all the time. It's strange that I'm seeing it on an intraday level. But typically you want to see it. It'd be nice to see this on the weekly right here. I'd love to see that. I'd long that any day. 19,100. So you're thinking the previous day value or low. Seems like we already kind of bounced from that. I have a feeling we're gonna go past that if we do. So not really significant support. Be nice to see more long stepping up here. Seems like they're closing out. This is holding quite nicely though. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is bouncing quite nicely. Stock market rallying. Dollar dumping. So yeah, easy invalidation below this low. Ultimately, I'm not really sure of a good take profit for this would be. Previous day high is way up there. Again, I kind of have a feeling we're going to bust through this VWAP here. We're building up momentum just on the footprint bar. Hold on, bear with me. I'm trying to figure out where that high was. Because I'm really curious if we're going to take liquidity from here. 19,700. I think it was this one. Okay, not too many people shorted up here. In fact, there was trap traders up here. Not too many though. A lot of people are getting stopped out, it seems. So again, I'm not going to get too greedy with this long. potentially we can come up to 19,700, as this is the point of control here. And a value area high. Yeah, there's a good amount of resistance here. Yeah, a lot of resistance in here. Plus I take out liquidity from here. So I'd be, turn off my magnet tool here. Ultimately really looking to take out these highs, but these highs more significantly. Yeah, there was a good amount of shorts up here. Even people longed. Oofda. Again, there's a lot of trapped longs up here too, so that might just add pressure to it. Good amount of shorts in here. Again, even more trapped longs. Let's see what happens. But let me zoom out here. Sorry if I'm going in between screens so much. But I'm just gonna say there's all trapped longs up in here, up in these highs, which is ironically a value area high too. So a lot of people potentially underneath water. So there is a possibility that we could come up towards 19,600 here, and we might see some closing alongs. We'll see what price does then, but it would be a good, very good take profit, give or take. Not a bad R&R too. 2-to-1, not bad. Wow, sharp rejection of ES. I've noticed within this week, it seems like Bitcoin has been lagging behind a little bit more of ES. Not sure what that really means, but this looks like more of a squeeze is happening. Yeah, a lot of shorts closing out here. Yeah, sometimes I kind of draw my weekly ahead of time. Because it's like more of an intraday range sort of thing. But it does get respected. We'll see what happens here. Even more shorts closing out here. Lith for 10x. Not sure what that is, but okay. Well, we'll see if price comes up and puts people back into profit or break-even territory. Again, it doesn't really seem like we want to lose this range. This held up really nicely here. We'll see what happens though. We might range around here. It is the point of control. Kind of looks like ES is deciding what to do, even though this looks like it's dumping down. We'll see what happens. So far so good though. Seeing a lot of delta up on the top of the candle, so that's a good sign. Balance down here. So far it's looking like one of these candles right here. And that was the low from yesterday, and it pumped us up another $1,000, give or take $800. So that's what this candle's kind of looking at like right now. But again, I'm not gonna be overly bullish with this. We'll see if this holds. This isn't really the best trade, but want to see a little bit more volume. Now we're starting to push up. Yeah, let's see if we can break through this point of control here. I didn't realize it was confluence with the golden pocket. We might lock in profits here. It's one of those things where people are kind of in denial of this pumping, and they're gonna try to short every move. But once again, I'm not seeing too much volume here. I'd like to see more for me to potentially hold it for a little bit longer. But yeah. Let's see here. How many people are on? Oh, we got 6 people on. Cool. Come on, pump, pump. Might see a little bit of a pullback to the point of control here. Again, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not too comfortable holding this all day. I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be a little bit hectic. I'm not really sure what's to come. But if you were to ask me, it'd be bullish, but I'm not totally sure on that. Very nice though, seeing it pump. Yeah, we're closing above the VWAP. Alright, here's a good amount of resistance here. It'd be cool to see the volume start to pick up here. Looks like it's climbing. CVD looking nice. Delta increasing a little bit here. Looks like ES pumped up really fast. Now it's climbing back down. See if this holds. Again, 3640 was a resistance on ES, which we didn't like crush through yesterday. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too many shorts picking up here. I have a feeling we're gonna send it higher. Send it higher. looks like we're gonna test the VWAP as support here. No problem, I got you. Again, this is not financial advice. Just because I'm long right now doesn't mean other people should long. And I wouldn't long here because we're at resistance essentially. But I have a feeling we're gonna break through this. Not gonna lie, once we rejected all this point of control, I was expecting us to lose this range. But I suppose we held. I wouldn't say held, but we did bounce from the valley area low, so yeah. Just gotta keep trading. Not really seeing any longs close in here. Not really seeing any shorts coming in either. So not really panicking too much. I'll just say this, I wouldn't short here either. Not really seeing a reason to. But again, I want to see more volume in this. Should be about a time where we start to see a volume injection. There we are. So, how long have I been on here? 48 minutes. Well, there we are, folks. That screwed up my entry. There. Very nice to see. Even more longs coming in here. I just have a feeling we're gonna take out this high. I know, right? That was kind of nerve-wracking absorption. Usually I'm not really used to seeing absorption at such an intraday level, but it does happen. Again, that triple divergence is money. I'd love to see it. Typically in a scenario like this though, this candle was really making me nervous. This right here. Typically you want to see this and then other candles building on top of it, but anyways, that's just an example of a large limit order being filled. As ES is pumping up nicely here. So with that being said, I would look to take profits soon, lock in that trade, put that stop loss to entry, make that a winner, and then just hold until probably end of the day. I'm most likely gonna close it out once we take out this high at least. Right here is a good take profit level. Actually you can hold it for a little bit longer too, but volume is picking up here. So I'd hold it and then probably close it out in about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. So this ended up being a day trade. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Take a day off. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit hectic, especially with the new monthly candle. So there's going to be some uncertainty and volatility. It's best to take the day off and not really trade that. You're going to get stopped out like crazy, I have a feeling. So just be careful with that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Feel free to check out the playlist in my description too. And kudos if you got into this trade with me. It was kind of nerve-wracking, but as Jason said, gotta love the absorption. So take care, guys. Bye.